Welcome back to Glow Up or Get Out. I am one half of the podcast, Sam.
And I'm the other half, Mel.
And today we are here to chat about 3 very important topics. Without further ado, Gatekeep, Gaslight, Girlboss.
Right. So this one's definitely, our entire podcast is for the girlies, basically. But this one specifically, I think we all need a little chat.
Yeah, we just want to talk about some things. Firstly, we might both sound a little sick.
I feel like I have like a heavy, deep voice lately.
Oh, really?
Because I'm sick as heck.
I just sound nasally. I sound like that. If you could make that a voice, that's what I sound like.
I feel like when I get sick, it's nasally, but it's like deep for some reason.
Interesting. I feel like I'm living my best Hannah Montana moment when I'm sick.
Yes, you are.
Right? I sound like Hannah Montana. I'm just gonna be sick all the time so I can sound like Hannah Montana. Come for me, Sudafed. Give me a sponsorship.
That's Sudafed.
Dude, that shit helps.
It does. I love Sudafed. Anywho.
Well, we want to break down each topic.
Right.
Even though they sound so beautiful together. They coexist, but they are their own individual moment.
Beast.
Yes. So, how was your week, Mel? Let's start there.
Before we begin.
Let's start there.
I feel like we've had a very productive week.
Mm-hmm.
I got sick in the beginning of the week, which is hopefully not the reason why Sam is sick, but could be. I don't know. I don't have COVID. It's just like a cold. But yeah, it started like Monday morning out of nowhere. I woke up and I was like, fuck, I am sick. So that like took me out for 2 days-ish.
You still worked.
I still worked.
We just weren't together.
In bed and, real work from home vibe. I was gonna say mom.
Her mom.
But yeah, so I mean, besides that, I feel like I was still productive, and I also like let myself actually rest.
Yeah.
Which I feel like our job sometimes like really entails like a lot of chill time, but it's never like I'm actually resting. I'm like always thinking about something to do or, you know what I mean?
I feel like there's just this is a whole other topic, but there's a lot of guilt there.
Yeah.
It's a whole other topic, but yeah.
Like entrepreneurship's weird. So yeah, I like made myself actually rest, and I like watched a bunch of trash TV, a lot of TLC.
Love TLC.
But yeah, and then today is a good Friday.
Good Friday.
It's a good day. But I gotta say, I think like if you've been listening for a while, like every time we ask each other how we're doing, something always happens to me that like the morning of we're filming. I think it's just a tradition at this point. I cut my finger with a bread knife today.
I forgot that happened.
So
you're taking it with good strides though.
I'm trying. I think it's like a test. Like last week too, it was a test, and I was like, I'm still having a good day.
But I feel like you're not convincing, like you genuinely are.
I genuinely am like, let's move
fine.
forward.
Yeah. That's good.
How was your week? How was your day going? Morning?
My week has been chaotic. Like you said, like rest time. Because like obviously if Mel's not working, like not that I'm not working, but like I'm just kind of like, it's more like lonely work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's no one to bounce ideas off of. So you're just kind of like to yourself. It was chaotic in work ways and life ways and just
all
every which
ways.
way. It was chaotic everywhere. But it's okay. It's good. It was a good week overall. Today I'm sick, so that sucks. But
do you feel sick, or is it just like congestion?
yeah, it's just congestion.
Good. I would fight that while it's congestion, because I felt like that Monday a little bit, and then I didn't do anything about it like right when I woke up, and then I feel like hours later I was like,
you're like, I'm fucked up now.
Yeah. So
I remember when I had something like this like a couple months ago, and I tested for COVID and I didn't have it. It's just like so much because you test for COVID, but like in between that time you're supposed to quarantine for the amount of days before you get your results if you don't have a rapid test.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, so now I can't do anything for 2 days, even though I just have a cold, but like I don't want to get people sick, so I'm gonna test. I mean, like I guess it's just like pushing this agenda, like you shouldn't work when you're sick in general.
Also, like you shouldn't be near others and get others sick, regardless of with what it is, kind of a thing. But
yeah. It's like just not realistic because our world doesn't work like that.
It's funny how we like before COVID have like, speaking of girl bossing, like we used to girl boss too much, and like we would work while we were like having colds or flus and go to school and do all the things
and get everybody else sick and then slow the world down.
And it's like, whatever, you got sick, fuck you. Like maybe stay home or not. It's up to you. But with COVID, it's like it's getting a little bit more sensitive, where it's like we're finally realizing we should probably take a minute.
Just rest.
Yeah.
But it's hard. The economy. You know what I mean? It's a lot. I mean...
We've had a good week, so...
In world news, I guess.
Oh, fuck yeah. We might be on to, like, World War III or some shit, but...
It's not what this podcast is about. We're trying to escape reality over here.
Maybe
trying to give you...
keep things light. I don't
necessarily we're trying to give you an hour where you don't have to...
Maybe think about it.
Yeah.
Have a laugh. A giggle. A little cackle.
Not a cackle.
But,
when you say you cackle at my text messages, I literally imagine you, like cackling. Knows what she's doing.
I just actually cackle. I don't know. I can't do it right
she
now
can't
'cause it's
cackle.
not real. You know what I mean?
Oh my god. Anyways, yeah. But other than, life, we're moving forward, which is what this podcast is all about. So let's talk about gaslighting. Okay, what do we want to start with? Gatekeep?
Yeah, why not? Gatekeep. Very easy.
Okay, gatekeeping.
I feel like this is a concept that's like been more recently like very adamant. Like we're all in this new phase in society where we're no longer keeping secrets of how to be successful, how to find the best things, or
how to be an influencer,
like all of it. Like we no longer are trying to keep things to ourselves. We want to share information and let everyone live their best lives at this point, right?
Yeah. Which there's like some controversy within those ideas.
True.
Like sharing is caring for sure. But the controversy comes from like overpopulating maybe a nature. Some sort of like the poppy fields in California when everyone was going crazy and destroying them because they wanted to go take an Instagram pic.
That's so dumb to me. I never understood that.
Which is crazy to think about. Like someone literally just took a fire ass pic in a poppy field.
And it killed a bunch of flowers.
And then the whole world, not the whole world, but like a lot of people in California were like, I'm going to do that too.
It's so insane.
Like we're literally just a bunch of sheep.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. I mean, the pictures are fire, I guess, but yeah, there's controversy behind it. Like, preserving natural places or just like in general, like people.
But I think that also speaks, I mean, like, yes, like girl, get your photo, but it also just speaks to like the fact that like you shouldn't be doing everything for the fucking gram.
Yeah.
Like if you want to go and look at some beautiful poppy flowers,
check them out.
Go check them out. Or if you want to go to like his amazing, what's those called? Like hot spring for some reason. I don't know. Like maybe you like that shit. I mean,
maybe you like that.
Maybe I
shit.
like it too. I don't know.
She doesn't know. She hasn't been.
I haven't been.
She's been gatekeeped.
People gatekeep the spots. But like, if you want to do that, you don't have to do it for the gram. You can just go and chill.
Yeah.
No,
yeah. I think that's like another great idea there, that like gatekeeping
does not ruin it. Like, does not ruin the spot the thing that we are trying to not gatekeep. Let's like nurture it.
And it's like also really hard because it's like, okay, let me give an example. Like this really nice fucking beach or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, let's gatekeep it because I don't want or like a thrift store.
Like, I am guilty of gatekeeping.
Guilty. I don't want people to know where I'm getting all this good shit because I want the good shit, but also like.
But I also want you to win.
Right.
It's hard. It's
so hard because you're like.
The thing is, like, I want.
It's kind of like a win-win for everyone because then maybe they'll like open another location.
That's true.
Like they're winning, they're gonna open more.
But maybe it's just because like I have like a scarcity mindset, and that's probably the kicker.
Yeah, and then like for beaches, it's like, but then if I go, there's gonna be so many fucking people
then like,
there.
But then also like I like think about it like realistically, like for example, like where we get our jeans.
Yeah, like how many people are gonna be there when I go that I
also
influenced? Like how many people am I influencing?
How many people am I influencing? But like, I think about it and I'm like, I also want this business owner to like thrive and continue his business, but at the same time, I'm like. But also, I have seen, like, a shortage in my size. Or, like, you know what I mean?
And you just, like, charge a little bit more now.
Yeah. But almost like you're thriving, sir. And I love that for you.
But, like, you're thriving. Don't charge more. For the OGs. Like, that's fucked up.
How is he supposed to know the OGs? You know what I mean?
He doesn't. But
you know what? I guess, like, sharing is caring. And, like, the universe will...
all against it.
will return... more than you give out, you know what I mean? Like, you'll get more than you give at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, just keeping in mind, like, beautiful places, don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole. Like, that's why they're gatekept. There it is.
The gatekeeping situation is like just so over at this point. Because I remember when we were younger, like I straight up had people, girls in general, in specific,
like not even social media, like
not social media,
real life.
Let's real life. Like when I was little, like I'd be like, oh my god, I love your pants, or like I love your top or your shoes. Like where'd you get them? And they'd be like, oh, I don't know. I'd be like, girl.
Dude, my first instinct when someone says they like something, my natural reaction is to Target. And they're like, okay. Like, my natural reaction is just, oh my god, thanks, this is from wherever.
Yeah, like, I have to say where it's from.
But I'm like, why? Like, why does that make...
Because people have done that to us, and I think that's what it is.
Maybe.
I think people gatekept the cool shit from us, and now we're like, I need to tell everyone about the cool shit. You
like,
know
oh my god,
mean?
I thrifted it from this one store on Whittier Boulevard, and have you been there? Have you seen that area? And they're like...
I just like your top.
I don't want it.
I don't want it. I just like it.
Thanks.
Yeah. But I think that's literally like why. I feel like I've had moments like that happen to me a lot. And I just like want everyone to win.
Yeah. Gatekeeping. You want everyone to win. I guess it's like, I did just see, do you know I think her name is Mary J. Skinner on TikTok. And she blew up and she was like, okay guys, like I know I've talked about the Starbucks peach tea something, like green peach tea,
my shit.
But they got rid of it or something.
My shit.
Oh, okay. So she loves it too. And well, here you go. She said there's a dupe at Trader Joe's.
Bitch.
And she was like, it's not as good. It's good. She's like, it's not the same, but it's like so close. She's like, I wanted to gatekeep it so bad because I don't want it to sell out. She's like, but I'll tell you what it is. It's just a Trader Joe's sparkling black peach tea beverage. And she said it's like the same. Anyways, but it's just funny. Like, it's a concept.
I get that.
Especially with a following, when you get a following that's as large as that, like, you're like, dude, people sell shit out.
My fucking instinct when I go to, like, Trader Joe's and, like, my favorite product's missing or something, I'm like, someone fucking posted it on TikTok.
Someone made a TikTok.
Who did this? But then I'm like, whatever. I guess everyone should enjoy it too.
I should have bought 7.
I guess it's my fault.
Literally.
But yeah, I think just gatekeeping is just like it's not it. Don't do it.
But also like the problem is the scarcity mindset. Like, because people will be like, oh, this is about to blow up. I'll buy 7. It's like, chill out.
Chill out.
Same shit with the toilet paper during COVID. Like, y'all
were gatekeeping.
You think we're going to be ass wipeless forever? Like, chill out.
I don't even know how we got here, but damn.
Back to scarcity mindset. Just get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
Don't be her.
In a new era of abundance, queens and fun kings.
We got like 20% men listening, so we see you. Girlboss. Sorry, kings. Girlbossing.
Let's talk about the queen of girlbossing.
Okay.
What's her name?
Elizabeth Holmes. Yes. If you guys don't know who Elizabeth Holmes is, you clearly didn't go to business school because she's like widely known for being just that bitch.
Ultimate scammer queen.
She girl bossed right on top of that sun. Like,
she was hugging that shit.
She was in the equator. I think that's only on Earth, not in the sun. I don't know. Maybe there's an equator. I don't know. If you don't know who Elizabeth Holmes is, she came out with the company Theranos while she was in school. I want to say Harvard. It was one of those Ivy Leagues. Stanford. And she basically came out with a company where if you prick your finger at home or like with this machine, you can test for like hundreds of things in one prick or whatever. Long story short, her prototypes didn't work and she just scammed her way to the top and like literally
was on like $1 million investments.
Forbes,
Time, like all of these like really big publications.
Like, how do you scam that many people?
And she had a lot of investors and just scammed everybody.
Yeah, she went to jail. I think. I don't know, but there is a series coming out, which is why we're talking about it.
Yeah,
with Amanda
Seyfried.
I don't know.
Love you, girl.
Killed it. It's on Hulu, March something. 3rd.
Yeah, she's just like queen of girl bossing, I guess, though. Like, she really did the thing. Honestly, though, she had really good intentions, I gotta say. You know, that kind of like, not the prototype, but like that kind of concept is like life-changing.
It's just like when you the money. Like, she was really just hungry for the fame, the power, and the money.
Like, it started humble, cute.
Like, good idea. Wow, that's crazy. And then it stopped working for her, and she was like, I don't fucking care. We're doing it. And she was like fucked up to her employees and stuff.
Yeah.
So you should watch the series. I mean, the case study and the movie I think I've seen is really good. So I'm excited for the series.
If you don't know what like we're talking about, I mean you should. Girl bossing, like the meme. Like
Girl
your
boss.
girl boss too close to the sun.
It's
hilarious.
like,
Explain
well,
the concept.
the actual queen is Sophia Amoruso.
Sophia Amoruso.
I don't know if she trademarked Girl Boss.
She did. I think so.
That's so iconic. Oh my god.
Well, I think she's because she made Girl Boss Media.
Correct, but I'm like
the girl.
But did she like?
I don't honestly know.
You can't trademark that. Well, she could trademark it as a company. She can't trademark the word or like the meme or like the
no.
Yeah.
Because like
so no one can come out with Girl Boss Media
again.
They could come out with Girl Boss.
Also, no
Cutlery
book like Girl Boss. It could be like Girl Bossing or whatever. Like, but it's not Girl Boss. The book.
So here you go. Sophia Amoruso is
which
doing
also
it once again.
Not that we're like close to her, but like
She's
did
our
say
bestie.
She hates that she like is referred.
She does hate that, huh?
Well, Queen, you made it up.
You did
and we love
it
you for it.
But like we love the ironic part of it
because that was a specific time and period of our lives and in history. Like, history. You know, it was like
it's gonna be in the history books.
Not like revolutionary
No,
necessarily, but it was a time where like women started to really feel in their own about like
entrepreneurship
and just like being bosses in every aspect of like in every field, trying to
get a raise,
one up the men, or like be the top person in any caliber or like any type of field. So it did its purpose at the time.
It did.
Now it's just funny,
and it's getting it got toxic, and now it's funny.
Yeah.
So girl bossing, yeah. I mean, like, let's give an example for the people who maybe are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Ironically, it'll be like, let's say we have like a hand modeling thing we have to do, like we have to do a product shot. So we go and get our nails done. We're like, we're just girl bossing today. Just like super girl bossing.
Girl boss.
Like something work related, but like also
I almost feel like that, like that girl trend is a little bit girl bossy. Like it can get girl bossy if you, you know.
I think it's like she gets an interview and she lies about all of her qualifications or something, but then she gets the job.
Is that one?
And she's like, I girl bossed way too close to the sun.
Okay, so maybe the original is not the one I'm thinking, but it was that sound.
Yeah.
Because I remember if there was like a shrine that she made.
What?
And like, it was like fucking Elizabeth Holmes and like,
no.
I think it was probably Sophia Amoruso and like a bunch of other shit, and it was just like a candle. She's like, I think a girl bossed too close to the sun.
Oh my gosh.
So funny.
Yeah. I think that's like a classic example though, like lying on a job and then you're like, oh, I got it. Now what the fuck do I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, you girl boss too close to the sun. You just, there you go.
You do too close.
You gotta fake it till you make it. That's what they tell everyone.
Faking it till you make it is like, I think the definition of like trying to go girl boss too close to the sun.
Yeah. I mean, I think girl bossing is good.
To an extent, yeah.
Yeah. And it's silly.
I think it's also just like, it became such a meme because it's like, girl boss, like the term is just so cheesy now, you know, like
you would never like literally put it in your bio or something. Like, I'm a girl boss.
I'm a girl boss. No, but I think it's just like become like such an ironic term or like a very funny thing to say.
It just became
it's
so
just
vanilla,
cheesy.
like so watered down.
Yeah, definitely watered down is the word.
It just means so much now, like so many different things.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's girl boss. There she is. Gaslight. Oh, we love her. We love Gaslight.
Do we? Because I don't.
I'm just kidding.
Let's like refer to. Wait, go back to girl boss for a second.
Wait, what? What'd you think of?
A perfect explanation of girl bossing too close to the sun. I had never seen it before, but yesterday I saw Gone Girl.
Oh.
She girl bossed way too fucking hard. Queen just like girl bossed her whole life.
Correct.
If you haven't seen that movie, really fucking interesting. I wouldn't say like the acting is per se like
stunning.
Anyway, she's a girl boss for sure. Back to Gaslight though.
Yeah, I mean close second.
And also,
she's both.
And also
she's a gaslighter as well.
Correct.
I feel like mostly gaslighting we want to refer to men. There's women for like we just said, you know, she was a gaslighter. Women gaslight.
Anyone can fucking gaslight.
Anyone can, but in our experience, we're going to discuss men.
The men, man, they really do think that they have an opinion to say sometimes, and it's just like, just shut your fucking mouth.
Or just like, you really thought you were gonna get away with that? Like you really thought that all
like you
that
thought what you just
gonna...
said was smart?
Uh-huh. Like, okay.
Rethink that for a second. You know what I mean? But there's someone out there doing God's work.
Yes.
Miss Drew.
Drew.
What's her last name?
Fallow. It's like Faul.
She's a TikTok queen. If you haven't seen her videos, I don't know where you live. Probably under the rock
She
somewhere.
roasts the fuck out of men.
Yeah.
They're not always gaslighting in whatever she's referring to, but a lot of times.
Yeah.
They're just done. Like, I it's so funny because every time her TikToks come up, it'll be like, oh my God, I thought I was on the wrong side of TikTok. And then I saw Drew or heard Drew's laugh or whatever.
Same.
And I'm like, who the fuck is this man? And I just find it shocking that there is an audience that watches these.
That's it. Literally every time I watch a video of hers, I'm like, there's men out there, even women who like are actually,
They're like, yes.
soaking that shit in.
Yeah. And a lot of young girls.
And yeah, we also, I was gonna say, we live in a very like impressionable time because of social media, and I can't imagine what a stupid ass, ugly ass man saying some dumb shit.
Yeah.
How can it affect like a
14-year-old
girl who's growing up? Like we had an episode where we talked about how like boys and like how they really like shaped our insecurities and things like that. I just like, it's so crazy to think how
little strangers and men on the internet are now dictating that. I mean, magazines did
for
still,
us,
but now it's like people saying straight up, and then you see comments of people being like,
that's true. And then it's like even worse because with like magazines, you don't see a person's face, you don't see who's saying it. You can just be like, I'm blaming it on 17 magazine, and like it's a fucking like a page telling me whatever, you know what I mean? But like when it's a human being stating this like opinion almost as fact,
it feels like attacks.
It's an attack for sure.
I feel like a lot of the videos, I guess they're not really like gaslighting, but it's like just they're being weird. I guess they kind of are gaslighting. I don't know. They're saying like, what's the example? Like men, I guess we could just use the fucking disgusting. Oh, I'm gonna bleep it out. You know the podcast.
You know the fucking podcast. These two motherfucking idiots.
Yes.
Out there making stupid ass videos. And I literally can't believe that there's women who go on this podcast and agree with these men. I literally can't stand it. I can't comprehend it at all.
The only one I've seen is that girl that goes on and like defies them. But the guys are basically... Is that her name?
Brittany, huh?
The guys are talking about basically like, you should let your man cheat on you if he provides for you. Like, just let him do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Like, he's there for you in every other way, so what? He's cheating.
The concept was like, if he's a 1%er and you like, every girl wants like a really like rich and like attractive man until like they realize basically that he's like rich and attractive and can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
But that's like not the concept.
It's like,
sir.
Y'all two ain't even rich and attractive, so...
You're really speaking from not experience, so move the fuck along.
Literally, I'm like, maybe if there was a rich and attractive man, I could at least validate
you, but you're not either of those two. You're broke and you're fucking sitting here with your bald spot ass.
No.
Just shave it off, dude. Shave it off.
Yeah, but I feel they are the gaslighting type of men.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, gaslighting is just ugly. And like, I feel like the title of this, we kind of got to. We're like, oh, Girlboss, like you should Girlboss, Gatekeep, and gaslight these motherfuckers. But we're like,
do
no.
the opposite.
We're just saying it's stupid, all of it. I mean, girlbossing isn't stupid, but it's just ironic. But gaslighting and gatekeeping is pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Or are pretty stupid.
I think also like I feel like we've said the definition of gaslighting before. Like
we have.
True definition.
When we're talking about men, of course.
Of course we were.
It's making you feel
inferior or
just dumb.
like insane.
Insane. Like you're wrong. Whatever you're saying is so outlandish and wrong. Like if you were to be like, why did you not text me for 3 hours or whatever? I don't know. I'm just making something up. Why did you not text me for 3 hours? And they'll be like, what are you talking about? You're crazy. It's like, why couldn't you just immediately be like, what do you mean? Like I was X, Y, and Z. Instead of being like, you're crazy.
I can't. What is the fucking point of gaslighting? Like
it's literally someone's gut reaction. That's so unfortunate.
That's really unfortunate.
Like they're not genuinely up here like, I'm going to gaslight this bitch.
No.
They're like, this is how I'm going to get out of this
But you know where that comes from? From the fact that you're a literal fucking child not trying to grow up and learn how to communicate exactly how you feel or exactly what you want. And you know what? Your wants, your thoughts, and your desires might not be fucking right for someone else, but you can at least be honest and not make them feel insane for like not wanting that from.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like
correct.
be courageous, be brave, and say what you fucking actually mean and move on if it doesn't work out with the other person. Like, you're wasting everybody's fucking time is what I'm basically saying.
It's literally like how I just don't. It comes from somewhere. Like, these are probably learned behaviors from either one, your parents, or surroundings, TV, whatever, everything, or it's just like a learned response because you do shady shit. So your brain's automatic response is to be like, let me get out of this, and like, you're crazy because I didn't do that, because you don't want to get caught. But like, let's work on that. Like, let's change that.
Like, you need to grow up.
Like, if you're not doing shady shit, then stop responding like you're doing shady shit.
I just don't get it. Really don't.
Oh, yeah. Gaslighting.
It's like, also, again, I think like this whole like gatekeeping, girl bossing, gaslighting situation is a time of the fucking past. We are all fucking guilty of doing all of those three at some point. I mean, the girl boss, again, it's not like terrible, but I think like what it's become, you know,
like, just be a girl boss ironically. Just only
fine.
Ironic.
But like, we've all done it. It's not a new concept. No one's fucking perfect, but like, we're in a fucking time where that shit's unacceptable. Grow the fuck up and learn. Just learn to be honest, learn to want to share it with people, and learn like your strengths. That's it.
Is that for girl bossing?
Yeah.
Learning your strengths.
Learn your strengths, and
don't push yourself too hard.
Don't push yourself too far. And also just like believe in yourself, but like
don't lie to the people.
Don't lie to the people.
Don't gaslight the people.
Don't
take girl bossing too far that you become a gaslighter.
Right. Right.
That's it. That's the connection.
That's the connection there.
Yeah.
That gaslighting shit keeps me heated.
You're telling me, bitch. You're telling me. If any man wants to gaslight me again in my life, she's gonna beat you up.
Yeah. I was like, where are you going?
You're like,
where are you going with that?
What are you gonna do?
Honestly, though,
I'm tired of these men. Anyways,
I'm not afraid to hit you.
I'm not afraid to hit you.
I'm kind until you fuck it up. I won't hit anybody, I swear to God.
I'm kind to a fault. It's fucked up. Anyways, in Glowing Hour, we want to talk about the feminine urge because it just feels right? Like, this episode's just giving female women empowerment.
Feminine energy. Let's go. Empower yourself through this next segment.
Let's have a drink. We're back, and we have a Mexican kiss, kind of, right? Oh no, that was
Mexican's
the peppermint
revenge?
shit. Oh yeah.
Something like that.
We looked up some recipe, what you have in your fridge, and that's what we got.
Let us know if this exists, like, in a very functional setting, because there's a bunch of websites that, like, kind of work. But, like, we were trying to find a website where you can just throw in a bunch of ingredients, and it throws out a good cocktail. Yeah. Which, I mean, this isn't bad, but it's just, like...
It was ugly anyway, too. Like, the
format wasn't there. So, like, if you know of an app... or like a really functioning website.
Or if you're an app developer, we'd love to chat. We have an idea.
We have an idea. It's not new, but...
Anyways, this is Mexican's Revenge, which is cranberry, triple sec, tequila. But we added a splash of kombucha too, because...
sparkling effect.
Yeah. Yeah. It's actually sweeter than I was thinking.
Yeah. I think the kombucha really leveled it out from like tasting too much like alcohol.
I really don't taste the alcohol anymore. It kind of feels like I'm on vacation.
I'm gonna pretend I'm at the beach right now.
Exactly. Every time I have something with tequila, I'm like, you are in the sun.
You are warm.
You are
in the sand. You're tanning. You're sweating a little bit.
You're about to buy a mango that is like the most delicious mango you've ever had.
For your bomb salsa.
Oh. My salsa's there as well. Anyways, the feminine urge. I mean, the feminine urge to be on a beach in Mexico with a drink in my hand.
To throw back tequilas. I mean, that too.
Shots of tequila.
Shots of tequila. But I was going to say margaritas on the beach. The feminine urge. Damn. Just to sit in my little tiny bikini, getting the sickest tan.
Eating just like, it's like, sometimes on vacation you eat really skinny, but like in a bad, like not a bad, but like in a, like I'm just having chips and sauce. Like it's not good for you, like good food.
Yeah.
But like you're eating, like snacking less a lot of the times because you're just having so much fun. Or you're so drunk that you just don't need to eat as much. And you're just having like your 3 courses, and a lot of the times you're having very fresh ingredients. Like, vacation is living your best life.
It really is living your best life.
We need to go to Mexico or something this summer. Mexico, San Diego.
I feel like we need to.
No, okay,
we need to do something.
Yeah.
It needs in some capacity. It's gonna happen. I don't know how yet.
Yeah,
but I know I'm putting it out there. You already
multiple
got that.
Vacations.
I need to be on the beach.
Thank you.
Anywho,
that is a big feminine urge I have. But is that just, I guess, what's the difference between the feminine urge and, like, the urge? Like, a lot of the times it's not distinct, you know? Like, it's just a joke. But, like, right. The distinction is, I guess, like masculine urges are, like...
They're aggressive and ugly.
Like, the masculine urge to fucking go to the gym and, like, beat my rep score.
Okay.
I'd be like, I don't get it.
Okay.
Have fun.
Can't relate. Can't retweet that one.
I mean, there's like, see, like, that's the thing. Masculine and feminine don't necessarily mean like a man and a woman.
No.
That's the feminine side to me or the masculine side to me. Like, maybe some women are relating to that masculine urge. I don't know.
True.
But what makes it masculine and what makes it feminine? Like, how are we defining these things? You know, it's so crazy.
Yeah, I think the feminine urge is like a joke, but like
right.
I definitely do agree that there's like specific things that feel feminine, you know? And it's not a bad thing if you're a man and you like
have the feminine
urge
go to the beach and
like
have a drink.
If you have the feminine urge to have a Cosmo,
to put a flower in your hair and say I'm cute.
Do that, king. It's going to feel great. I'm just saying that I think the feminine urge is more about like making yourself feel good, and the masculine urge is maybe not so much. I just feel like the feminine urge is about taking care of yourself. You know what I mean?
Versus throwing like shots back on the beach.
the masculine urge to
chug a beer.
I'm good on that, king, but or queen.
The feminine urge to do things. Yeah, that was kind of like the main idea of the segment, but it's a good time. It's a good joke, but I guess like femininity. What is she? Like, I don't even know if I could describe femininity. Like, is it just a feeling I have?
The divine feminine.
There's definitely definitions, but like,
yeah.
Personally, like,
I think it like when we think about energy being feminine or masculine, I think that it's really about like the feminine, or I was gonna say the feminine urge again. The feminine energy is more like leaning towards like nurturing and emotional and like deep, you know, and like just like being very
spiritual,
like reflective. It doesn't even have to be spiritual because I think both of them are spiritual in a sense, but it's just like the feminine is a lot like it's softer but in a strong way.
It's so weird, like just
emotional, like intelligent, like just grasping, all encompassing, like something deep and thoughtful. You know what I mean?
Quick question. Is masculinity divine?
Yeah, there's the divine masculinity.
Okay.
Divine masculine. Everyone has both. Just some lean more towards the other, or some like are equally balanced.
So what is the divine masculinity? I guess I've really never thought of this.
It's more, I don't want to like butcher this, but hold on.
Head to Google really quick. Get somewhat of a general consensus from Google.
Okay, someone made a chart. I love it.
Period.
So the way that this is perfectly how I would have explained it.
Yeah.
But like, so the divine feminine is about like nurturing, like I said, intuition, healing, being like gentle, but also expressive and wise, patient, emotional, and flexible. Divine masculinity or divine masculine is about having like logic and reason, being action oriented, firm. It's like more survivalist.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know, rational and like all about strength.
Masculine urge to buy a checkbook.
Like both of them.
The masculine urge to refinance my house. I don't know. I guess.
You know what I mean? It's just like, they're both like needed.
Yeah, they're necessary. But the feminine one's just way more pretty.
Yeah. It's way prettier.
It's like I can just see it and feel it.
I think it's just because like I mean, we all need both. Yeah. Like obviously like our brains function. It's just funny because people are like, shut the fuck up about like the divine femininity or like all that stuff. But it's like you're literally kind of being stupid for not grasping the concept because you believe in science and you probably believe in your brain having like the
left and right.
the left and right. That's the same situation. Like you're just functioning on a level of both. And both are needed.
I just learned something new today. Wow. I love that.
Congratulations.
Thanks. I really just never really gave it thought. Like I've seen the masculine urge tweets probably, but like, wow.
I just think also like we live in a different time. I feel like the divine masculine was probably in that side of our brain. Let's just like all encompass it, right? Like that side of us was much more needed when things weren't so civilized in our society. Like when, I mean, to be honest, we're like very uncivilized beings because we're, not to bring it up again, we're about to have a fucking war. But like, again, the divine fucking masculine. Sorry, Sam, because you're editing this. But again, the masculine energy continues to create problems sometimes. And that's why we need femininity and the divine femininity to kind of like come in now.
Wow.
Because like before we used to like really rely on survivalist mindset and, you know, we were figuring shit out, but now we're civilized. We have a fucking society that functions in some capacity. I think everybody's working towards like their emotional intelligence now and like their intuition and like guiding themselves from like what feels right versus like being scared that the next person's gonna fuck you up or the next person's gonna keep something away from you. Gatekeeping, gaslighting, and girlboss.
Like in one way we're like selfish, but like in a good way. Because we're like,
but it's
I'm
like
focused
selfless.
on me.
Right.
Well, yeah.
It's selfish, but it's selfless because you're also making yourself available to be there for people in the best fucking way, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny because you ever just think like you and I think this way, most of the people we know think this way, and I'm assuming people who listen to our podcast think this way, but like there's a whole section of the world who don't think like
this. We were just talking about that podcast. That's one that does not believe in this shit.
That's wild. I mean, I guess it doesn't make anyone right or wrong. It's just everyone's opinions on something. Because, I mean, we can't prove that all this shit exists, but...
The thing is like, I agree with you that, like, we can't necessarily prove anything.
Yeah.
But just as much as the other point isn't proved as well, like, I just think, like, the other point is just really fucking silly. Like, why would you want to live your life to this silly ass fucking way?
Because win. They win in that.
But do they?
Yeah, they think they do.
They think they do, but then, like, this man who thinks that, like, he can go and cheat and, like, be with women.
How fulfilling.
How fucking fulfilling is that? Like, I mean, you know what? Like, polyamorous relationships exist. Open marriages exist. That shit exists. But, like, these men are saying that, like, these women have to be like their property and like only for them. And it's just like, that's not how, like, I mean, how, like, she's gonna resent you. You think that's fulfilling? Yeah. You think that she's gonna be happy for the rest of her life?
I think they're trying to get certain women to just be on board with it, like, so that they don't resent them. And it is,
you're delusional.
Eating their cake, having their cake and eating it too.
Right. Delusional.
Right.
And again, like, I can't prove anything, but like, it just feels silly to live your life that way to me.
Yeah.
And probably you and everybody else listening.
I'm like, actually, Mel, I love to be cheated on every week.
Actually, like, I would do that. Honestly, for a 1%er.
I'm kind of like Cassie from Euphoria. I keep getting her as my character. It's so weird. I really do though. It's really bad.
You're giving Cassie with that top. If you're watching, she's wearing a Cassie-esque top.
I mean, I don't have the assets to fulfill it, but
I mean, it's fulfilling this one.
It's fulfilling the top I'm currently wearing, but Cassie would be exploding out of this part of the top.
If you're not caught up on Euphoria, spoiler, you just like fucking fast forward like 30 seconds from now, but like, I can't believe it.
You can tell me what to wear.
You can tell me who I can talk to. Girl.
My makeup. I'm like, that's a kink for a moment, but then you gotta drop it. Like the second.
It was a kink?
The second it ends,
listen,
done.
It was a kink, but you keep that in the bedroom. And then when you live in your life.
She's at school looking exactly like Maddie.
No. We gotta stop. Nate, you need to stop.
Jacob Elordi?
You cute though. You fine, man.
Hey.
What's up?
I don't know what we're talking about.
I don't even know.
Why are we talking about that?
Urge to
The feminine urge to not be like Cassie from Euphoria, but to be like Sydney Sweeney on the other hand.
The feminine urge.
The
Girly
feminine
is
urge.
fixing her own motherfucking Bronco.
The feminine urge to be more masculine.
But make it feminine. See, you just one up them again. Just one up.
You thought,
bitch. Ooh, I found a cool chart.
What is it?
It says, because it's talking about, okay, also another like way to further this thought about like the left and right side of your brain. Also like the yin and yang. Like you need the dark and the light. Both of them exist.
Not you saying one's dark.
I mean, but you need it. You know what I mean?
She didn't say that.
I didn't say which side was which side.
And it doesn't necessarily mean one's one and one's the other. It just means one is opposite of the other.
Right. It's just reflective and upside down. Whatever that means to you. Anyway, there's this chart that says like what the wounded divine feminine and the wounded divine masculine look like. So the wounded divine feminine is depressive, dwells in emotions, insecure, obsessive, materialistic, plays the victim role, needy, delusional, disconnected from reality, escapist, manipulative, opportunist,
This sounds like a lot of men.
Overly passive, perfectionist, holds grudges, and jealous. Funny that you say that because I feel like the men who are unhealed and like usually they are very scared to be in touch with their feminine side.
Period.
Make it make sense because it does make sense.
All right. What's
Period.
the weak or
the wounded? The
yeah.
weak
masculine.
The wounded divine masculine is anxious, wears the pants in quotations, bossy, authoritarian, a bully, abusive, physically, mentally, and emotionally, angry, hateful, resentful, overly competitive, prone to violence, avoidant, controlling, and closed-minded.
Whoa. That's crazy.
So the feminine urge is to just wipe all that away and heal yourself, kings and queens.
The feminine urge. Okay, here's a good one. Here's a good cash one. The feminine urge to be in Italy, sipping on some wine.
The feminine urge to be in Italy, eating pasta and having some delicious wine.
The feminine urge.
And some bread. Just with
a lot of butter.
Girl, I just want to have the feminine urge.
Wait, would you eat butter in Italy?
I will straight up. You vegans and just vegans, because plant-based people I feel like it's not a whole ass lifestyle. It's just a diet. You're gonna hate me, but if I just feel like America just does it all wrong. So I personally want to eat things that come from animals here. I also don't think I would ever eat meat. I don't want to say never, but like also probably not. If I do, I go to Italy. I would even say sometimes Mexico, but even then, like if it's only from like my uncle's farm, will I eat cheese? Anyway, going back to what I was saying, I would eat cheese and butter from Italy. It's over for me.
Let's go.
Like I want a real pizza. Wait, someone said the feminine urge to say it's okay when nothing is okay.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's not always cute. It's not always girly and fun. Well, yeah, I think the feminine urge is
it's just like putting your best foot forward. You know what I mean?
I mean, that last example.
She's a little harsh.
But like, yeah.
But she's trying. You know what I mean? She's trying.
Yeah.
In some capacity.
It's just like so, like, my mind is blown just comparing the two now. Like, in my own head, I'm like, whoa.
And the fact that we need them both.
And that, like, people have unhealed versions of that. Like, people are literally going to therapy for these things. And it's just things I've never thought about because I personally am not struggling, I don't think, with like what is it? We wounded
either one.
Like
Divine
severely
feminine.
anyway.
Yeah.
At least not to the point where I'm like worried about it.
You're like, oh shit.
Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's just crazy. I don't know, it's wow. Opening your mind.
Opening minds.
That's what it's all about. That's really all we have today.
Really all we have today. I feel like we almost always say like heal yourself, like love yourself, but like genuinely like not go fix yourself, but like you don't want to live a sad life. I feel like life has always been so hard because we try to stick to these roles and these like fucking things that we think we need to be by the like based on what society tells us, and then we're so fucking unhappy. You can be both. You're a very dynamic and dual person. Do it.
Don't
Fix
put
it.
yourself in
Allow
a box.
yourself to be like flourished and thriving, blossomed. Do it.
Do the shit you've been saying you want to do, which for me has been pottery. I need to do that. But like, see, we're still not.
The feminine urge to go to a pottery class.
Literally the feminine urge.
Yeah.
Who's with
Put
me?
on my silly little headphones and have a ghost moment with no ghost back.
I'm like, yeah, he loves me.
Anyway, go forth and do all of your feminine urges. And
Well, maybe not all of them.
Maybe not all of them, but
Careful.
maybe run a couple of them
by
past
a few
your friends.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm sad this episode's ending, but I have nothing else really to add to this.
But
we'd love to chat more though. If you guys have other opinions we missed, leave them in the comments, either if you're on YouTube, or we could leave like a little poll on Spotify now. We can leave like little question and answer boxes.
We'll just leave him. We'll leave him open. See if anybody answers or anything. But if not, you can always just like, maybe we'll just do a couple like entry boxes on like Instagram stories, and you guys can just like literally send us any thoughts, and then maybe one of those can be a podcast episode. I'm sure we'll run with something because, you know,
that's what we do.
Inspiration runs.
The feminine urge.
Anyways. The feminine urge.
Well, we will see you guys next week, as long as Mel and I are both recovered.
Yeah.
Which we will be.
I think we will be.
All
right. See you later.
Bye.